Yeah, actually, on StreamYard you can't have any fun backgrounds. Okay, so I
No.
think we are live. Let me double check on the profile. Yes, cool. Okay, so happy New
Okay.
Year, everyone. We're back with the first live. Super happy to be back to start of the year to kick it off with you joining me today. So that's amazing. Thank you so much. Before we start and before we dig into the conversation, we have a new sponsor which is going to start sponsoring for us for this new year, which is amazing. And it's actually Abigochi itself, whom you're co-founder of, which is such a great coincidence. Yeah, so Abigochi are basically an on-chain collectible staked with Avi's interest generating A tokens. Basically, you compete for player rewards
Yeah.
by earning XPs, leveling up and increasing the
Mhm.
rarity of your Aavegotchi. It's completely owned by the
Exactly.
community. It's governed by Aavegotchi DAO and the
Mhm.
native eco governance token GHST. So
Ghost.
you Ghost, exactly. So you can summon your first Aavegotchi today and you can join the future of the DeFi staked NFT avatars. Do you want to
Exactly.
speak a little bit about Aavegotchi itself, the project, and just yeah, explain a little bit
Well,
more?
yes, Abegochi, we are really having fun in the last 6 months, like working like crazy. Just recently, we were ready for the main launch, and we have to delay it a bit because of the ETH network and going all the way with Matic, layer two, and going deep into it. So we are keep working really hard to make it faster as we can because we really want to play because it's really awesome what we have been working on. All this rarity farming, yield farming, gaming, on-chain assets, NFTs, pixel art. It's like really fun, and the community.
Yeah,
I can't believe it. How big, awesome, all the love every day is spread there. Everybody is building it. It's like
yeah,
the team. We're really like help all these open source activities. For example, the Kochi wiki, and all the agents in the Discord server. So it's really like a beautiful fam of friends there in Navagachi. So I really recommend everybody to start getting deep into it, to check out the Ghost token because the first hunt is going really soon, and there will be just 10,000 portals that you can just have one Avagotchi, so it will be just 10,000 Avagotchis. And we don't
so
know
it's limited.
when there will be again new hunt, and maybe that next hunt will be decided by the Avagotchi DAO. So better to go in to get the reddest Avagotchi to win in the scoreboard and get the rewards.
Nice,
Yes,
nice.
nice.
Thank you
Yes.
so much for explaining this. And we will actually leave the link to join the community, the Discord community, and your Twitter page underneath
Cool.
our live. So whoever wants to know a little bit more can do so.
Yeah.
So going back to us, Xibot, Javier
Hmm.
Iturralde,
Yeah.
creator, designer, crypto artist, co-founder of Pictosis from Guayaquil, Ecuador. How
Yeah.
are you doing?
I'm really
And
great. Thank you for having me.
yeah, of course, it's such a pleasure. So, would you like to introduce yourself to the audience and yeah, just give a little bit of insight about you?
Well, I'm a creator. I describe myself as creator from Guayaquil, Ecuador. And I'm always really looking into the future, all the things that we can create for the better of humankind in any way possible. And I use my spark that is to play and my purpose that is to create. So really, I have been just creating like year after year, and just last year in April, got deep into the crypto art and NFT space to start playing. And the rest is history. Just like playing around, mixing my design background with my art heart that I always have in the creative space. and trying to share with the community all the collaborations, because I love these collaborative initiatives to, bring everybody together, because we are all in this together. We are building the future in one way or another, and we are the early adopters, let's say. Even there is earlier than us, but we are still early. So that's the moment that I decided to go all deep into it. Then Pixel Chain, Trade Row just show up and start getting into it, Discord, community, and experience all this new metaverse, multiverse, that I call it, like multiverse, really, because with all the things that happened last year, in the start of last year, or the lockdown, all the stuff, it was the moment to just leave the past behind and start from scratch. Pixel by pixel, I started working on the next phase of life. And yes, keeping creating every day, all the time. Designer, artist, crypto artist. I prefer to say crypto artist more than an artist. And yes, then come Avagotchi. It was all along in the same path. Like Pixel, social token, pixel art, Pixel Chain, Avagotchi, and it was everything just
one
nice.
After the other.
The community opened really. I don't know how to describe. To me, I'm feeling lucky to find this community, really, and that was basically one of the main feelings to create Crypto Drinks. To see all this talent, because I'm every day I'm really like blown away to see the talent. It's like every time I say the same, like you go like, okay, I'm doing this great, and you turn around and see the other creators, and you say, wow, this is how big is the talent, the skills, and every day is like a year, 10 years of creative explosion, everybody, and that's a great thing about Cryptoart, that even if you are a creator, you can be a collector, and you can start feeling that of sharing. Sometimes you sell something, and that value you transfer to the other as you are a collector, and all the ecosystem start growing together also. So
completely. That's I think one of the big beauties about crypto art in general, is that artists can be collectors, and that doesn't really happen in real life. I guess exactly. Usually it's two very different worlds.
And the feeling to transfer value to another is really cool, because you can sell something and you can take a cut, let's say whatever percentage you want, and decide to always put that in another creator, and it will make it's like a token economics like way, like you put a little bit, and everybody start to grow and get inspired and keep on going, creating every day. So really cool.
Definitely. You've actually been in the blockchain space and ecosystem for quite a while, right? So you started really, really early. So you are really a early adopter in a way.
It was funny, because in that time was late 2016, and I was just working for a CrowdStorm lab for Deutsche Bank, to find the future. In that journey. Hello again.
Yes.
Hello?
We lost you, but you are back.
Sorry. Well, I was saying that I was doing this for the future of banking with Deutsche Bank, AI and this stuff, combining with product design. We were working in this, and suddenly one of the guides of the projects of the lab just asked me, like, you are talking about something like this? And I was like, what? I just clicked the link that was written in the comment of my work, and poof, Ethereum appeared there. Like, what is this? Ethereum, like, what? Okay, I started digging up, and it was like, wow, this is the technology we need to make our ideas real. Like, because there were some times that you are thinking ideas that you don't have the tools to make it real in the moment. But that was like, okay, I'm just saying, like, I want to use something like that in the project. Well, everything that was the rabbit hole in the moment. You know, like I saw Ethereum and I go, oh, let's dive into and go deeper and deeper and deeper. So I started investing in ICOs. I just started like buying some Ether. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just like, okay, this is a little piece of this project. I can use this as a token of a game or something like that. And then I started to put some, like extra cash or some crypto there in all ICOs, and the rest is history. It's just like, wow, one to the other, to the other, to the other. Then I got lucky, that we got this blockchain on tour Latin America. So all these projects came here. I to host that here, so I got involved even more into the crypto space. And then it was really like late, like 3 or 6 months. Then I just found Bitcoin, and well, then it's really the rest is history, because all the anarchy feeling of a creator that want a better world for mankind. You start reading the white paper and say, no, this is the way,
what I've been looking for.
Yeah, and it was like, okay, I got it. And then start studying about what is money, what is really freedom, surveillance, and what is the third party in the middle, and all those mechanisms in the mainstream. And you say, like, okay, we knew it. So now we have the tool. We can create better stuff, for everybody. That's the thing. And decentralized, well, that is one of the fundamentals, principles in any way possible.
Yeah. And is that how...
in some networks...
Sorry. Is that how Pictosis kind of came about? Because I mean, it's your business, and it's also like a sharing community. So like,
exactly.
In a way, like you've envisioned a lot of things before they actually happen.
Working in that, and I got this problem of how I can transfer the value for the community. I have the value from the client that wanted to make this crowdsourcing and stuff. But every time I have to deliver and make the payouts, it's like, oh, you are receiving the 50% less than you deserve. And it was like, no way. You deserve what you work for, your time, your energy, your ideas, even on anything, something. So then came Lalo, in that time was in Status, and my co-founder Lalo, in the project of Pictosis, and we start to merge Web 2 with Web 3 tools, and then came Status, adapt to make this sticker project, and it was like, okay, community started accepting receiving crypto, so everything started to match, like, okay, yeah, the community wants that, but it's about the design community. It was not about Cryptoart. It's like the other community that haven't arrived yet to the Cryptoart or NFT space. It's so early that they don't even believe in this space. And this is a huge community. And now that you can see the Cryptoart, you can see that designers are basically crypto artists. It's like, so we started developing that. We went in a level that we didn't want to keep on going in Web 2 anymore. I mean Web 2 in the terms of transfer value.
Yeah.
Right. So we stopped to create more crowdstorms in Pictosis to keep on building. Right. Okay. The new stage that it was really hard, basically, because it's Web 3. No one was a coder. I built with my hands as a amateur coder all the site and platform just to make it happen, and we had like 8 projects, money transferring and everything. But now it was, okay, let's do it all the way. So then came Tanel, the other new co-founder, that is basically the genius coder that now I don't get anything about how is everything evolving, because it's too much code and all that, just it's just for people that knows about what it's specifically doing. But basically we are looking for on-chain interoperability, these things of the fees and royalties, and composability, the NFT, and all that stuff that I just can't explain it like that, because I'm really not the expert or genius in that regard. Like it's really amazing. I can't follow anymore because it's too much. So we are keeping building that because we want to give that to the community. We are using Nervos Network for now because we are seeing there some innovation and stuff. And Tanner also is like he was like a former coder of the blockchain, and he's inventing some crazy stuff more than NFTs for the public goods. It's nice. Not like just Cryptoart or something specifically for that. It's NFT for the public goods, books, royalties, licensing, and a lot of stuff. Recently today,
that's amazing.
It was like a test of some user interface in the server. In let's say in the founders channel, we were talking about this new test. I haven't, because we are now in this. But yes, soon there will be like some alpha test that I would love to see all the friends from the Cryptoart community to start testing, because it's testing, like making analysis. That's fun. Yes, it's going really nice. I'm really happy that now I don't get everything, so there is a team that is going, pushing that part, because it's a really interesting and possible, really outstanding innovation in that part. That's really nice, yeah. And it's like something that is coming from 2012, like from Web 2, from Web 2, Web 3, and now this, and making develop as reality. It would be like really, really good to
That's
share.
Amazing. Like, it's very visionary to do this project, like to even think about public goods in the space of blockchain and Web 3.0. Like, it's super, super, super interesting. Much more than Cryptoart itself. I feel like you're like 100 steps ahead.
Well, Lalo and Tanner like triple, I don't know, 5x, 10x, all the ideas that we were like talking. It was like, wow, really, it's really nice. This synergy between the creators all around the world. Like I have been always loving this remote working. I have been working like that like for years, and all these things that people work together with the same vision, or sharing visions, everyone in their specialty, in their fields, and pushing like all together is beautiful. In Avagachi, as I was telling you, it's like, I don't know how to describe all the awesomeness that is there. Like, really cool. I don't, all this genius that is in the team, like how fast, hard, and creative playing every day. It's like, hey, hello fam, good morning, let's do the exploration today. Whoa, everybody, like, awesome. Nice. And you can create this value of this feeling that is the love that is behind all this. It's beautiful. You just want to keep on going and keep on going.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah, awesome.
And talking about like location, obviously, you're from Ecuador. I think you're the first crypto artist from Ecuador, right?
Yeah. Basically, I believe so. There is a Chafumon, and there is a girl that I haven't met her, that I know that she has done some stuff in Dada, in the Dada platform.
Yeah.
I saw that was from Ecuador. I was like, what? And I saw just recently, like 3 or 4 months ago. And yes, now that you mentioned that, that's one of the things that I feel that is also my mission and purpose. Like show here this culture, this region that it lacks of innovation and vision because of some cultural and politics, Latin American stuff. That they are in this past loop, that they are feeling that there is nothing more, or there is no way out. And this is the way out for the future, all this new space that we are building. And I've been 4 years with my closest friends trying every day to tell them, just take a look. Not like, okay, believe me, I know the truth. No, just take a look. Just try it. As I did, just try it and you will see. And it's so funny because there is just 2 from 10 in that group that okay, let's try it. There is one that have been in the way, like, okay, let's tax that, let's do some. And just recently, one of my even mentors, I can say, just joined Crypto Drinks as well. Is a
Nice.
DAG drink. Is the ha 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 one. Well, he's going in the next drop as well, because he always tell me, like, I love what you are telling me. I love the idea, everything that I can see, but I'm too lazy now to start learning, because all the friction of the user experience. And I'm always telling, don't worry, I will do it now for you, but soon you have to do it because I don't want to have your stuff, and that was cool because he put the drinks, he sold some drinks, and he was, okay, I sold that. Like, this is true,
So it works.
Yeah, that's the pizza moment, like, oh, you can trade it. Oh, okay, it's true. So yeah, it's really fun for us, like sharing and showing this. But yes, it's really important in my case, I guess, here to spread this, open all this, because Latin America needs to value themselves. That's the starting point. They don't even value themselves. How do you pretend to create value if you don't value yourself? Yeah, and it's hard because if you live in a culture that there is no art that inspires, that there is no beauty outside, because beauty is inside, but the outside of the people focusing just in stuff that you can see that are not worthy, like just following the mono, the mainstream, instead of creating. Everybody is like allowing somebody to manage their life instead of themselves. And I believe art, and I just recently had this moment, with Cryptoart, like, oh, this is art about, because, creators and artists, designers are all in this struggle that I'm an artist, I'm a designer, it's valuable, my work, or it's just companies or brands, or why do I will do something in my spare time that nobody is going to see, all that stuff, and when you find this moment that you can see that, oh, this is the energy, this is the love, or whatever you want to call, you can understand it. And that was, well, for me this year with NFT and Cryptoart, it was like, wow, thank you, like, thank you. I couldn't maybe gotten into art if it wasn't for Cryptoart, NFTs, or well, Status, Hackatao, and Jimmy. That was like the points that make, like, in March, like when I sold my first NFT that was given to me, that was on Hackatao. It was always like one of my moments in last year, and it was like, what? I sold this in the price that I put, that I thought I would never sold it, and it was sold, and it was like, wow, there is something here, and it's really nice because everybody can participate, even children, anyone that in one moment thought that they can't do anything else or nothing more, and suddenly you have this, and you see, oh, there is somebody around the world, or a big group of collectors, of people that is sharing this love for creation and other stuff, music, even letters, animation, just stills, images, everything. So this have never happened before. So it's like so fun, and it's so the vibration is really, it depends on us. You can create whatever you want, really. So
yeah, absolutely. And also, I guess, like, something that I think, is very clue, and like is basically in all of your work, is collaboration. Like you mentioned it before, but you really built on that. I mean, you've collaborated with pretty much everyone in the crypto art space, with the crypto drink collaboration, which was like a huge success. So I don't know, I was wondering if you can speak a little bit more about collaboration itself, like as an artist, like how do you value it? Is it something that is key for you?
Yes. We know that 2 brains or 3 brains or more hands and more energy creates more energy, right? And as I was coming from this crowdstorming process of designing for brands and stuff, this feedback, it's basically a feedback loop and dopamine shot, like when you do something and somebody told you, it's good, or, I think you can improve it in this. And this synergy of the feedback increases innovation, increases anything, like you can be better, you improve yourself, your skills. Of course, there is always trolls that will just want to, you suck, like it's okay, okay, I suck too, right? It doesn't matter, But the other part, the part that you have to focus in, like, it's like really innovation, going all together to push the boundaries, like let's do it, let's see if we can do it, because you can do everything, because there is some 3D artist or some illustrator or some designer or some user interface or in letters or in audio, or, so when you put together these pieces, the power is incredible, it's like you can feel the love of everybody, like pushing toward the same purpose or mission or task. And I was lucky really to get replies when I started, like, okay, hey bro, I'm trying to do this. It was basically after how can I say? I haven't used any other platform that was not Pixel Chain because of the on-chain stuff. So I was not wanted to use any other stuff. But it was a moment that I was saying, like, okay, let's try Rarible. Let's see all the stuff, because the user interface is really nice in terms of the user experience. It's a big marketplace, not just art, but it's working really nice for newbies, for everybody. So if I can do something here, I can tell my other friends that don't want to get in the space to just try it. And then I did this first Rarible drink to see the animation stuff, and I say, okay, I will mix this 3D visually graphic and put it the artworks, because it's not 3D. It looks like, but it's not, and it's a GIF. It's not a motion video. So it was like a mix of this stuff to see what happened. So I just did that. Then the Rari with the balls. Then did some for Luxo network, and it got like some kind of value. Let's say like there. Okay, it's cool. And then Blue Pastel also wrote me like, okay, I will be cool to make some collaboration in maybe a can or something like that. Okay, really nice. Oh, nice. And then I just wrote to Javier, hey, Javi, you are interested if we do this? And he said, okay, let's do it. Okay, he's beautiful. Javier Reyes is a beautiful person, really. Well, everyone that collaborates, like Brian, Xcopy, like Lucho, Anna, Ahoy, everybody, like, wow, the first one. I'm just mentioning the first one because they were basically the ones that trust first. Okay, let's do it. Let's share this feeling of collaboration, even if I'm an OG, Lucho, Xcopy, Javier, Brian. So it's like, okay, let's see if they reply. And then start replying, okay, nice. And there is all these nice creators, like beautiful people, like, okay, let's do it, yeah. Like, and it was this moment when people were not wanted to use Rarible because this issue last year about the courier platform, Superero, all that stuff. So I say, okay, let's say if you say that you are not going to Rarible, why? What's the problem there? Like, okay, let's try to bring everybody to Rarible. Like even if you have said that you won't be there, you will be if you are in this. But just as a game, to have fun with the unification of creation. And it just start like, yes, okay, let's do it. Receiving files and everything. And suddenly, like, just happened, like, boom, And one of the most incredible things was to handle these masterpieces from everybody. Like, wow, this beautiful file, like checking all, and it was really nice. Then the drop, like really hard work, like making all the minting, all the stuff, because it's like a mix of work. Like, okay, artwork plus the animation, all the skinning, and then the minting is a lot of stuff. That's why basically the last drop, I had to pass it to this month because, well, last year started, then Blippi, then Paga and Trevor, then Gas Fee, and
Yeah.
okay, there is no place there to do something. We have it already. Let's do it.
Let's start
Something.
fresh in
Yeah,
2021.
let's do it next year with an ultimate drop, with a mix of some batch and actions there, and also to push more for collectors to also collect the other artists, because it's really the intention is to sold out everything to everybody, all the creators, to get their cut, their value, right?
Yeah.
Because the plan is not to leave the project there. The plan is to create a crypto drinks gallery in Decentraland, for example, to have it there forever. It's
That's
there.
amazing.
To have it there because it deserves a place there, even if there will be people that do not like it, or trolling or whatever. It was what it was. It created some value.
Yeah, of
It's
course.
there. It's in the blockchain. You can see the stats, and you can keep creating more value from there. Because, for example, Nisla, Ness, we haven't shown it, but he basically did one for crypto voxels. So we have already the crypto drink for crypto voxels, that we can make something from there, from some holders to, you can get your crypto drink, even maybe with the design there, if it's pixel art or whatever, but because he did his scan in the crypto voxel, it looks basically exactly like the other one that is like the picture, the 3D, right?
Yeah.
And you can do whatever you want if you can expand the project as a record of I don't know how it says in English, but it's the obra, el registro de la obra, the record of all the artwork there.
Yeah, like
You have
registering that
everything,
something has happened.
and it's basically time and energy from everybody involved there, so it's life there, and it deserves to be alive forever. So I'm trying to see how and with who exactly we can make that, because I believe it could be really nice. As, for example, Cinca has the t-shirt project with a big t-shirt. We can have a big can there, and it's a gallery as well. So I believe in that part, to honor the creations and the creators all the time. That it's basically having a gallery with all the artworks there. Yeah. So yeah, I hope
That's
that
a very nice idea.
this ultimate drop can push more, even like people to feel and understand what it's about, to join all the creators around the world. And okay. And basically, the value is about the subjective person, the subjective point of view. So that's why it's funny. It's funny that when I was doing the first crypto drinks, I was also posting few understand this. Soon you will understand. And it was really funny because when there was a launch, people understood the thing that was coming. That is all the mix of all the energy and time and creative love of all the most of the crypto art community. Well, I don't know if most, because there should be thousands. We just crossed hundreds, but not thousands. So, but to have this source of everybody taste what is inside of your drink, what is your blood, what do you have inside that you have for the other, so they can taste your life or your creation, something like that. So, and Rarible was a really nice platform to do it. Really, I believe in other, I couldn't do it as cool as it was. Really, they were all the time in the back end helping if it was anything to fix. Also, OpenSea to put all the contracts verified. So the community is awesome. It's really nice. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. And also, I guess you have basically you had a unique chance to see what was inside, the value of each of the artists that you and the collaborators that you worked with, which is kind of very unique, to be honest, in the space.
Yeah, having contact with all of them, it's building a family. It was like, wow,
Yeah.
did you reply me? Really? Do you want to be there? Thank you. Like, it really super like grateful every time, much gratitude and love. It was like, and feeling that everybody in time got more involved. Like, oh, when is it? When is the drop? Wow, when is that? Okay, wow, we sold out. In the internal DMs, like, oh yeah, sold out. Yeah, it was like everybody pushing to the same fun, to the same creation. It was like full of love. All this November, December, and recently there was some sales also. Like with this pump of Bitcoin, the Bitcoin ones started like selling.
Yeah.
So nice. It's really really nice, and I believe that also opened a portal so people start to collaborate more or to really merge design and art. Because let's be honest, it's like we sold more digital drinks than a store trying to sell real drinks. Like there is something there. It should be,
Yeah.
if that
Yeah.
happens, there is something there. That is about the value, the creation, and all this stuff. So yeah, it was a really nice experience, and I really want to push it like really further in this ultimate drop for the community, for all the group that we gathered together, and everybody deserves a little bit of value for their creation, because as you can see, the project has like really OGs, not in terms of what art is better or not. I mean, in the time they came to the space,
Yeah.
OGs
Yeah. Of
and
course.
newbies. And having that range is really nice because OGs can see, like the newbies can get inspired also
Yeah.
from the OGs. So the lines, everybody started like feeding
Cross.
themselves
Yeah.
with the best of each other. So
Yeah.
yeah, I really love that, and I know that design is coming, and we saw it with Deeply. We are showing also today with Pack with the drop that is
Yeah.
coming. That you can say whatever you want, but the meta energy concept and everything that is behind that, it will open a portal, a new time in history as well, because
Of course.
the thoughtful deepness of design and the art and the market inside there is really interesting, you like it or not, because it
Yeah.
will help everybody, you like it or not. Like it's like that, because you can tell sometimes that newies or people that's been after the OGs has this feeling that, oh no, I can't get to the curated platform. No one's is answering. How can I get there? But you have OpenSea, you have Rarible, you have Mintable,
Yeah.
so you have Cargo. You can do it. Of course, you want to get part of the family, to that feeling. But eventually, all of them will open up, maybe. So, or that makes you trying to get better. This time they say no, next time they will say yes.
Yeah.
Who knows? Open to all possibilities. If you are
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
with that, you won't let it get in. If you are no, you have to open up. Whatever it's coming, you keep creating. Something is coming because you are creating something. And it's better
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
to know what you are creating. Just create, and
Yeah.
suddenly something will come that is part of your same love and energy that you are putting in our creation. So yeah, don't
Yeah.
worry.
And
Just keep creating. You can do whatever you want, really. Just keep doing it. That's all.
I guess the beauty of this space is how many really different possibilities, platforms there are. So even if it's not one, it can be another. And it's just the openness of
Mm-hmm.
the community is very unique, to be honest. Like I find it even myself, like chatting to you guys, like to the artists, to the collectors, like everybody is ultimately like very open to building community, which
Mm-hmm.
I think is very unique, especially considering like we're really all remote. We don't really know each
Mm-hmm.
other, so
Exactly.
it's very special.
It's unique, never happened before. So, and we are
Yeah,
having really fun with this. It's like the gamification of life, really, like everything. Like, cool, really nice.
yeah, the gamification of life.
Yeah,
That's a very nice way to put it.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Now everything
yeah,
has sense.
yeah. So I wanted also to ask you, obviously you've done so many different things, like you've worked on a lot of different projects, which you're also currently working on. What would you say would be your biggest, I guess, highlights and lowlights so far in NFT, like stuff that you've really enjoyed and maybe things that also have been, yeah, like, stuff that has been harder, I guess.
Well, really, just the opportunity to get in, it was like, I would be like, all my gratitude and love forever. Just
Yeah,
that moment that I knew that I could get in to do whatever I want. It was
yeah,
like really like my deepest moment. Like, okay, this is the space that I can really, I don't know, do something for the rest of my life, let's say. And of course, then the first sale and pixel chain and trial roll and Adogochi, like it was like perfect. Like, and then crypto drinks, everything that, like I'm feeling like every step is like a really highlight. For me, I try to enjoy it in that way, like be present in that moment. Like this is the best so far till now, and it could be better
yeah,
in the next second. It's just getting that vibe to push it there. Like also when Ayoka, the Museum of Cryptoart, just make this post and put my stuff there, and some of my story was like really appreciated like that. Like wow, like even if they are buying to all others like big tons, just with that words for me was like wow, like that's a highlight for me. I don't know, even
yeah,
if
of
there's
course.
no money behind, I don't care. It's just a moment that you feel that the love is going back and forth, you
True.
know.
Hmm.
And it was really nice that and everything started like just happening like nice. Of course, now in this year, everybody from the last year, as I just show you some stuff in DMs, we are trying to okay, let's do another stuff. This year, of course, I want to collaborate with, for example, Pixel Queen, that is an OG generative art that I love. Like wow, with the two projects now, that is Art Blocks and the other that is It Art Blocks. Trying to make something there, some collaboration, to learn about this coding. I love it also, like generative stuff. And now that just recently they introduced, I believe it's tomorrow, 3D in this on-chain generative, like, no kidding, really? Like, every day it's like, what to look at or what to do, but trying to experiment and experience all the time, all the types of tools to create is awesome, like keep on going. Also 3D objects, and of course there is always some creation of each creator, right? For example, you can do something about just I don't know, any playful stuff or some deep stuff about freedom, or like or something about randomness.
Yeah,
Or that's also like the beauty of this digital art experience. That in the same space you can do so many things. Of course, it's like real life.
hmm,
Okay, you can paint, you can do music, you can sculpture, and you can write. But I believe it's also a bit different because digital is faster in some ways,
much better.
because you have the apps inside. You don't have to take all the clay to start a sculpture, and the pen and paper to start writing, or the painting is different. So it goes really fast, everything, and
Yeah,
it's nice because you can experiment all these branches of art, of creative tools that you can do, that is beautiful also. And the thing to bring the analog to digital and the digital to analog is also a new thing that just happened since Cryptoart and NFTs. You can now do this stuff. I have been always with this, that I want to bring the digital to the physical, to painting screens or something, from the digital to the physical. And
yeah,
and happens now that crypto art NFT makes me, no, it's analog to digital again. But then you just now know that you can again take the digital to the physical, but in a higher level. Not just like, it's also like this NFT is also like physical feeling, and it's digital, and you can use it in real life, physical life, for another stuff. with all these new coming DeFi NFTs and all
Yeah.
the, so it's huge what is coming this year, I believe. And it's super fun to be here. I believe everybody is feeling like happy to found the space last year or recently or whatever, because they
Yeah, absolutely.
and we can say hopefully not happening, but it could happen. Stuff in these years coming, 21, 22, all the macro environment of the world that is sometimes better not even focus on that, because it's just like past or not good vibrations,
Yeah,
you know. So better to
yeah,
keep now starting, you know, to have at least some idea of sense of safeness in the future, or to be safe, or at least being in the new world, even if it hasn't happened in the old world, you know. But we know that it's not if, it's when,
yeah. It's one.
right?
Yeah, yeah,
So it's better to be early, I believe so, because if people
yeah.
there are people that
100%.
don't like to be early. I love to be early. I prefer to be early than late. Yeah.
That's a very unique thing for somebody from Ecuador, because I remember that when I was living there,
Yeah.
there was at least 20 to 30 minutes where you have to make
Yeah,
sure that
for
you know that somebody will be late,
1 hour, half an hour, 1 hour late. Yeah, of course.
which is very typical for Italians as well. But there was just another level.
Yeah, this is the highest level, really, like the highest. You know, that's even better, because now with the calls and video conference, people is in time.
You don't. Yeah,
Because they don't have to go or anything
yeah,
that crossing the way, because everything can cross in the way here, like anything, you
yeah,
know. You can go this time 1 hour earlier to a meeting, and you even get like late. I don't know what happened, but you get late for something, you know. And for me, it was really nice. This stop of the world with the lockdown, in some way, for me, it's been one of the greatest years as a creator, because we have time to create in peace.
yeah, yeah. I
Nobody,
think a lot of people
nobody
probably
calling,
would agree with this.
nobody telling, please come here. I need to talk to you. But okay, let's do it in phone. No, I want you to be here. All those stuff that you can see that they are not like worthy to do it really, and that's now
Necessary.
all, yeah, all the companies and stuff has just realized all the money they have saved with all these meetings
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
nowhere. So it's also was good, you know, and even more
Yeah,
connection, showing up with people connecting everywhere in the planet, uh, asking for some support or giving some support, or you know, it's faster, cheaper, and easier.
yeah,
So
100%.
yeah,
Completely agree.
it was really nice, and hopefully my region, well, the region is having a good time with Mexico, Argentina, Chile, Brazil, in terms of creation.
Yeah,
Venezuela, what a talent there. So, but we need more, at least in South America. Ecuador needs a really push, because there is so many talent here, but they are stuck in the past. You know, I call it the past, like always, like that's the past. There is the past. Anything related to the world right now is the past. You know, you have to try to come to the future, just to experiment,
yeah,
and not live in the present. The present is the moment that you build the future. So there is, just forget about the past, take the best, okay?
yeah,
And then you have the present to create the future. So do not be like, okay, I'm not this, I can't get this. Instead of, okay, let's do this to see what happens, you know.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
all here, at least in Ecuador, all this art, if art, and all, everything related to creation, it's been going to this world of advertising and lies. You know, like create whatever just to sell, and
yeah,
the exploitation of the people in need, because they need to work or a job. They take advantage, because I really don't like to too deep into like this dark or vibes, but that's really, you know, like I'm so grateful that I could left that behind, you
yeah,
know,
that,
like, because it's not healthy at all. and it cost me like a year or 2 years to really just let it go, just go away. I don't want to deal any more with you, because it's not healthy. Family, time, friends, even your personal psychic and personal health, about, being a robot in an agency or working for somebody that telling you what to do and making you stress and just making you keep on working because you have to complete your hours, or that stuff that is really, for me, dinosaur. Like that thinking is dinosaur, because we don't even have that you have, or in US, like hourly payments or something like that. We are still like 50 years behind, that. So we are like 150 years behind from the future. So and when you start to talk about this new future, it's normal, always like punch. Everybody punching, like, no, what are you talking about? I don't understand. What? No, you're crazy. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
And it was cool now.
People say it here as well, so I can only imagine.
Now in 2020, it's like really like like somebody touching your face instead of in 2017, right? It was like what you were talking about. There were no even real application of NFTs or something like that. It was like, what are you talking? Now we can show what we are talking about. We can make people.
Which I guess is very powerful.
Yeah, that's the thing that exploded in 2020 in Q2, let's say, and that's the thing that will give this year the boost that the space really deserves. Like now, this is a use case for real, and it's creating culture, it's creating art, it's creating wealth, it's creating the future, thoughts about how we communicate between all what arts brings to the world, So now, people can be now like calm to keep on talking about what we are doing, because you can show now that you can try it. And then tell me, it's like meditation. You can talk about everything, meditation. People, oh yeah. And when the person experience a real meditation, they know something that you don't know, but you also know, because in your experience of meditation, you know that the other person knows about his or her experience. You know what I mean? Like you have experience, and everybody gets their understanding, their learnings, their stuff for their life to improve it. But it's like the same but different for everybody. It's like
so now maybe you can start convincing, out of your 10 friends, you started convincing 2, now maybe 3, 4, 5. And
of course. Now I have in the pipeline a music. A friend that has music. I have done music just for the love of music. I have put all his money, all his work in this. And when I told him before the Crypto Drinks, okay, we are going to do this. Are you ready? And he was saying, do whatever you want. Just show me and we can do it. Because I was asking for some, okay, I want to use this of your song. We can do this. Of course, imagine if we do this and this. And he was like, what? Are you really saying for real? And I was saying, yes. And it's not like something that could happen. It's something that will happen, because the creation is super powerful. It's not like, like no newbies. They are professionals in their creations. They are really musicians that have traveled, like they have put their love and soul and blood into the creation. So I'm happy for that, because music will help a lot. Music will bring so many people to space, because it's vibration and people love music. It's music, it's the beat of the heart. So it will bring a lot of people, massive, I believe. And it will be super cool to see all the musicians getting the real value instead of getting the cut from the third parties applications right now. So because before,
2021 is going to be a very important year for the crypto scene in general.
Hopefully we can start storing the music on chain. I don't know how it's done, but that would be really super cool, because the streaming life is coming. The everything is streaming. So if everything is streaming, everybody is getting a value for something they create, a little bit, but drop by drop, the ocean. So everybody will be receiving what they deserve from their creation. So that's really nice also. Yeah,
Nice.
the royalty
Super.
idea is beautiful, for creations, for the creators.
Yeah.
And that's the
100%.
super rare. When implement that was really a blow mind. In like, okay, that's also another way to do it. They have always also pioneering since the start. So
Yeah. Yeah.
cheers for that.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I'm gonna finish off with a couple of quick questions, which are just a fun way that I always tend to finish off the lives with. So the first one is last thing you do before going to bed.
Oh, I well, really, um, really. Before I close my eyes, I try always to say thank you. Always, like always, like I've been really happy now. Before, after, then, thank you, really, because yeah, thank you.
I like that. That's very nice. Breakfast or lunch?
I fast, so dinner. Yeah,
You fast for how long?
I have an average of 18 hours a day. So since I started, like 2 years ago, I believe. So yeah,
Nice.
I got into 72 hours, I believe, and I need to break.
72 hours of
Yeah,
fast.
yeah, I need more this year. That was, I believe, that last year. I need to be Jack that now tweeted the 88 fast hours. Yeah,
So you
let's
need
see.
to be.
Yeah, it's hard because I'm also a vegetarian. So having the proteins and fat is different, but
Yeah.
you can do it. And fasting for me is the best, like, how do you say, medical, the best medicine.
Treatment. Medicine. Yeah.
Fasting is the best medicine. And yeah, and being veggie also, you can feel it like, yeah, I believe really, like, everything that I have told to all the humanity is not really what we should be doing, since eating, breathing, everything. So I believe we are in this woke or awakening times that little by little we are starting to, realize
Wake up.
some stuff. Better to do it slowly, because then people could get crazy, like, wow, you lied to me. But little by little, first I start with Bitcoin and you can see.
First Bitcoin, then
And then,
Ethereum, then
yeah.
fasting, then I like that. Favorite crypto artist in the space, or crypto artists, let's say.
Oh, oh, I don't know if I can say a favorite.
This is always a very tough question for everyone.
Yes, it's I don't have a favorite really, because for me, my favorite is the whole space. I breathe, think, feel everything just with that focus in my mind, like the future, crypto art, NFTs, community all together. Uh, I can say what was my first NFT that I sold, that was my memento. That it doesn't mean that it's my favorite, but it's one of that I really value, and I have always, anytime that I can write him or we talk about, I told him, like, okay, this was the moment, and it's Hakatao,
Nice.
and they are him and her, so it's really nice also to know that. But all the OGs, like Josie, Lovett, Lucho, like all my bros from Crypto Drinks, from Javier, Res, Brian, Scopy, everybody that were there, I'm just mentioned the three there in the list that was the first, Anna Hoy as well. But the moment when I got this hackathon for being part of a status project for a t-shirt design, and it was basically as a reward for third place or something like that, and then put that in super rare, after just a few conversations with John from Super Rare, John Perkins, and putting this 10 ETH price to sell,
Yeah.
laughing about how high it was for me, like, ha, I would never sell it. And after 4 days, it sold, and there was Jimmy, that was like the gate, like the
Yeah.
portal was there, like this, like coming, the hand between the portal and taking me coming. I was like, oh, whoop, let's do it. This can be real, really.
That's
So
amazing.
yeah, that was the moment. Even like Treasure is a great inspiration for all the space. All his life through classic painting, and then all the
Yeah.
mixing, and all the roller coaster that every of us always are having. Everybody in life.
Yeah.
And yes, well, locally, my bro Daniel DAG, that is DAG, Manila Doom.
Yeah.
It's basically one of also inspiration mentor. He's my brother from all the days. And all of that brothers for me are like really the best, because we were, even after everything, like in 90s, talking about the guys of the future. That there were some guys in the future that are messing us with us. Because we were rollers, and we were traveling the world, rolling in tournaments and magazines and stuff. And Ecuador was like empty place that we can't do anything. We have to invent to build
Yeah.
all our skate parks and stuff. And we were saying,
Yeah.
the guys from the future came here, took everything to the other countries, and here, like, what? Yeah. But yes, everybody, I believe that is in your life. It's like giving that spark of inspiration.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, for everybody in the space, they are all my favorites. People sometimes don't like
I
to
like
say,
that.
yeah, everybody's my favorite. No, but in art, it's impossible. It's like everybody
Yeah.
has something to bring, to contribute value, and it's beautiful, like seeing 3D, or just flat, or just pixel, or just letters, or whatever. And it's beautiful, and seeing all the teams building the different projects in the pixel chain. What is coming is like, wow, really, wow. It's going to be really a blast, and all the metaverse, and of course, Abegochi is really insanely fun, awesome, crazy. It was really like, you have to just try Abegochi, and the words from Stani, from Ave, that said the in our third raffle, it was that have built this incredible protocol. Also, selling this in live, it was really inspiring as well. And well, the team, Cole Dan, Jesse, JC, Diamond, Sir, Mugden, Nick, and all the team is beautiful. I'm saying this because we are really, crushing it, working really hard to make it main it, because we know the community wants to experience that, because we have this test net and stuff, and we can play. And it's gonna be a beautiful moment for innovation, for next step, for next phase of all other projects doing the same. We have some Axis, how they have been like crushing it also, like creating this playing to earn, and we will have like this like rarity farm to earn, this also play to game and take
It's a very
care.
cool project.
Yeah. This taking care of your virtual pet that works for you. It's awesome. Yeah.
I like it. I can't wait.
Really nice.
I need to test it out.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to speak to me. It was a really, really good chat. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I can't wait for all of the amazing new projects that you have coming for 2021, from crypto drinks to Abegochi and to much more. I can only imagine what's coming. So
Yeah,
best of luck.
Thank you.
And
Thank you
thanks
very
so
much.
much.
Thank you very much for having me. Love you all,
Of
community.
course.
Creating
Bye
the
bye.
rest of the days. Bye.
Ciao.
Ciao.